Okay, lesson 79. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. You ready, Justine? You want to show them?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to show them the card you made for your dad? Oh, yep. All right, side up. Oh, happy Father's Day. You were just a baby. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. You keep growing up. All right, so let's see how this goes. Okay, let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. So this lesson, in our longer practice period, great, I have bowling pins up here. Let's just see how this goes. It says, we will ask what the problem is and what the answer is to it. We will not assume that we already know. We will try to free our minds of all the many different kinds of problems we think we have. We will try to realize that we have only one problem, which we have failed to recognize. We will ask what it is and wait for the answer. We will be told. Then we will ask for the solution and we will be told. Oh, are you doing some yoga? Thank you. That's the best thing I could ask for. So when I did the 2 practice periods, the first time I sat and asked, I got this image, which came from my experience counseling someone as a spiritual counselor. And, when you are counseling someone, it's so much easier to be neutral and to hold the bigger picture for them. So when I was working with someone and they were sharing with me their present challenge, I got very clear that they, which I can relate, so this image I received for them is what came to me in the first practice period, which was, you are so involved in being who you think you are. You're so attached to the story of life and your roles and what you think the rules are. And we're just coming from the lesson that, I'm under no laws but God's. So when we're so entrenched in the worldliness of this world, we are forgetting what we're really here for. So when I was listening to this client, I could just see almost like, the way that you're kind of playing small is that you're getting so wrapped up in the movie that you're making, that you're unable to see that there's another way of being. And so what came to me in the practice period in terms of what the only problem was this whole image when I was working with someone and how I do the same thing. And what came as the solution was this inspiration I've been getting, which is wake up, set your mind straight, zoom out the lens as soon as you can when you wake up to remember your function as being a light in the world, as being here to take advantage of every loving opportunity you can have. And just before recording this right now, I'm putting laundry away. Knock, knock. Justine is in a tired phase. She's about to take a nap, and it's interesting that I often film these when she's on the verge of sleeping, so then we have this interesting dynamic, but today she's cool right now. But so she's tired, she's kind of clinging, she's crawling on me, she's pulling my hair, and my mind is so focused on getting the laundry put away. And then I have this awareness, like, if you're not here to get the laundry done, to get all the work done, to make all the money, to do the things, you would be aware that this is your moment here. She's crying out for some attention and for some comfort and letting me know she's tired. So this one example is just that I can get so swept up in the flow of life that I am the doer, and I forget that that's a problem. That my problem is not she's not cooperating, and my problem is my function is off, my focus is off, and I've forgotten what I'm really here for. So that was practice period 1. That's all what came to me as the only problem, is knowing why I'm here, is that I forget why I'm here and what this whole earthly experience is for. I forget. I get sucked into it's for getting things done, becoming something, securing that thing, and then continuously securing things so that I can sustain, And then the solution being, take every opportunity you have to be loving. That's why you're here. That's your job. In that, your security is already secure in an infinite source. Okay. Practice period 2, what I got immediately when I asked the question was energy right at my heart center. And the message was that the only problem is that I have become complacent, and I've basically become okay with being closed-hearted. Like it's normal. And then, she's looking at her photo album. She sees my dad and she calls him Papa. Okay. So the problem is I'm too complacent with close-heartedness. The solution was, again, be open-hearted and see that my function is to be open-hearted and to love in every moment. And as a confession, again, banking on that my husband doesn't watch these videos, I've been feeling like two things, a calling in my marriage. First, we've gone through everybody, I don't want to speak for anyone else. It feels like there's been an evolution of growth, of course. We're shifting and growing, and remembering that lesson when it was like, let miracles replace all grievances. And I saw him and this handsome guy, and he's very handsome still. Like, oh my God, knight in shining armor. I am like head over heels. And now there's been such a shift into I just feel like you go on this journey and you get to learn all different ways of being together. It doesn't always feel like it's hot and passionate and like I can't keep my hands off him. And the phase I feel called to now, what's been coming to me is that I'm doing this in my marriage too. I'm like so focused on playing the role of, well, I got to do the cooking. I'm doing the cleaning. I'm taking care of the child. How are you? Did you do that thing? And it just feels very business-like. It doesn't feel like I'm seeking those moments to connect with him with an open heart. And before, it was a little bit like, I felt like I came at him in a way that was like, well, how are you feeling? Because here's all my feelings. How are you feeling? And he was like, oh my God. So now I just feel called to ask Spirit, how can I be more open-hearted with him in a way that's comfortable with him? But mainly to communicate how much I care about him and how much he means to me. And so I share that because the solution to my only problem, it's very timely, and I've been feeling a calling. So those are my two That's what came to me in the 2 periods. We're about to go. You've been amazing. Can we give Justine a hand? Yay, Justine! You even played by yourself. And we're gonna go. If you'd like to share what came to you, I'm gonna do my best to like integrate what I received, and I'm grateful and thankful. Thank you, Justine. Okay, bye. You wanna say bye? Press it.